as they will match up with the Chicago Bears.
Raiders to kick off for Detroit.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
Tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a 1st down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfect.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 38-yard line.
This is Swift on the counter. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford. That's going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Prater to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start out here with the option left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got room to run past the 20. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. The catch made by Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action with Haskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Third down, here's Haskins. He'll find Miller, that's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. On 1st down at Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception #1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And he finds his tight end, Graham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Bears.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Second and 2.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to him
on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Chicago.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range. You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to Mooney. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as the Bears push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So they will go for it. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards. 1st down, Bears.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rico Gafford, 33 yards. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
2-point conversion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
5-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Haskins. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 47-yard attempt.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Huntley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Equanimous St. Brown. 67 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is, when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Dang, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right here.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. third down. Patterson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Bears, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.